You call it rounding off of numbers. So, since it's rounding off of numbers, if you have a number such as 473, 473. Now, the first thing you want to consider is, if you want to round off to the nearest 10, you want to round off to the nearest 10. You know that 10 has 1 0. Since 10 has 1 0, that means that at least this number should end in a 0. That means that I need this number to change to a 0. Since 10 has 1 0, this number has to change to a 0. I'll write it as 470. But I'll have to still check. If it is a weak number, you ignore. You will not add 1. It will just die. This last number is just going to die and then leave without adding up any 1. So it's 470. Had it been it was 5 and above, after changing to a 0, it's going to add 1 to this one. That's our song. Find your number, circle it. Find your number, circle it. Look right next, and what do you see? When you circle this number, what do you see? It's 7, right? If 5 or more, just add 1.
Yes.
If this number that you circled is 5 or more, add 1 to the neighbor. Before it changes to a 0, it will add 1 to the neighbor, which would have become 8. But because it is less than 4, or it is less than 5, if it is less than 5, you ignore it. If less than 5, just ignore. If it's less than 5, just ignore it. So because this is less than 5, it becomes 470. Now let's assume this is 476 to the nearest 10. Remember, first step, that when they say round up to the nearest 10, that means it must end in at least a 0. So that means you must turn the last number to a 0, because 10 has 1 0. But then, before you write, you look at the next number. See, are you going to add 1 or are you going to ignore? But the song says, find your number, circle it.
Ignore.
If look right or look, find your number, circle it. Look right next, and what do you see? If it is 5 or more, add 1. If it is less than 5, ignore. But this is 6. It is 5 or more. That means it is more than 5. So, before you write 0, and then you're going to add 1 to the neighbor, plus 1. It becomes 480. So that means that rounding off to the nearest 10, you've got 480. So this is my answer.